Yeah. All right. Hold on, yeah, you got me up. Yeah, hold on. What's up? What's up, man?
These just chocolate brothers from another mother. Hey yo, this brother that shit gave me so much love in every record.
And I appreciate
you know what I'm saying? And
appreciate you, baby. Appreciate you.
We done had lunch.
Yeah.
And then we spent a New Year's together.
That was dinner for lunch.
Hey yo, check this out. This is your night, yo.
Yeah, for sure.
You the hottest nigga. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna go and rip this shit. We gonna have a good time. Everybody give him a round of applause. Round of applause. That's right, Kurt. This guy right here.
Good to see you, baby. You look good with that all black and diamonds on you.
Yeah. I told you what it was.
Good.
Yeah, I told you.
You done met Honor before? Honor. This the CEO. This one's the time.
He wants to f me and his baby mother and all these Charlotte hoes and all this shit, and me will be okay with that, guys. And me come back and live here and stay in this fucking house with our child.
I don't want you to stay. I've been begging you.
Yeah, I know you tried to kick me out.
This one of them real. This one of them real movies, man. Y'all look, tune in and see what we dealing with. Shouted really cuckoo for couple puffs. Real life, man. I'm not going.
Because you're calling me a crazy ass woman on the internet trying to make me look bad because your ass was trying to kick me out to go to a hotel with our 3-month baby. What? Embarrassing me like that.
Shawty is a certified side. Just trying to act like she. Now, let's take it there. Her parents know she's my side. Everybody knows she's a side. She don't want y'all to know she's a side. She got to save her face. She got to crash all the way out.
Cops on me. Look at this shit. He wants me to get out of his house. Go ahead. Go ahead, baby. Tell him. Where's this stupid? Where's he at? Yeah, whatever. He want to call the cops on me for whatever the reason. Whatever. Stupid ass. My 3-month-old baby. Yeah, whatever. I've never heard that from a man before, so it was like, oh, like, let's build a family. Like, that was something we spoke about. So it was like, my parents been married for 30 years plus, like, I wanted that family aspect out of it. So it's just unfortunate how it ended up, but it's
looks like DaBaby's ex, Danny Lee, is still holding on to that anger from when he humiliated her and tossed both her and their newborn out of his house on Instagram Live back in 2021. And now, with all the heat surrounding the Diddy case, Danny Lee is allegedly stirring the pot again, hinting that DaBaby did more than just attend one of Diddy's infamous private parties. Y'all remember when DaBaby practically snitched on himself during an interview, saying he had been to one of Diddy's very exclusive parties in early 2020? He bragged about being in the same room as Beyonce and Jay-Z, talking about how Diddy had shown a major interest in him. But if only he knew what kind of interest Diddy was showing. Eyes. Now word on the street is, DaBaby got a special second invite to one of those private parties, and apparently, he became a regular after that. Some say that explains why his behavior spiraled so hard during that time.
When I got canceled, I had just met 50 a week before. He was supposed to say, get me the f away from that. He ain't do that. Look, when you're down, you find a goddamn brother. And when you're up, you find a fake-ass friend.
Just to give you some context, DaBaby's career really took off in 2019 after a song, Suge, from the album Baby on Baby hit the charts hard. That exclusive party with Diddy he talked about? That happened in early 2020. And if you've been following his career, or whatever is left of it, you'll know that he's been on a downward spiral ever since. Case in point, just before a concert in Tampa Bay, DaBaby punched a female fan on his way to the stage, all because she allegedly flashed a bright light from her phone into his eyes. After the punch, the crowd booed him off the stage, and he left without performing a single song. He later issued a half-baked apology, saying he would have reacted the same if it had been a man. But let's be real, he could have just apologized without adding that strange disclaimer.
I'm very sorry that there was a female on the other end of that flashlight on that phone. But you know, keep in mind, I couldn't see you because you got the flash this close to me, which is okay, it's no problem. A lot of people did. They didn't put it as close as you put it, but a lot of people had flash on me, and that's okay, you know, that's what I sign up for. That's the risk I take when I'm coming up, you know, put on the show for my fans. You know, it's dangerous, you know, I'm blindsided, cool. I'm with it. But out of all them fans, you know, how many people know how to zoom in? Just zoom in instead of popping in my motherfucking eye with the phone. So I do apologize. There was a female on the other end, but man, I think by this time, you know, it's a well-known fact that like male or female, I would have responded the same exact way. You know what I mean? Of course, I had security with me in the club. They had they security and shit with me. Like, I make security treat fans with respect. I don't like all that rah-rah. Coming through, move, watch out, knocking people out balance. Nah, you people paid to be here, you know. You gotta respect them when we move through. You know what I mean? You would have gave me the same respect in return. You did not give me the same respect in return, baby. All you gotta do is zoom in. Just zoom in. Ain't that easy. You can zoom in close enough to see a pimple on my face. You ain't do that. And I already can't see you. Then you, come on, baby. Why you do that? I apologize that it went the way it went. You know, but I just wish that you could have respected me the way I would have respected you. And I still got love for you.
Even before that, his security knocked out another female fan cold on the floor, just because she got too close to his face. And that time, neither DaBaby nor his team issued any kind of public apology. Not a word. And who could forget when he teamed up with Tory Lanez, right after Tory had been charged with shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the feet. This was especially messy since DaBaby and Megan had just had a hit collab the year before called Cry Baby. But instead of showing loyalty, he later dissed her on a track in September 2023 titled Boogeyman. In the song, he took shots at her, claiming they had hooked up and mocking her over the whole Tory Lanez shooting situation. The lyrics were beyond messy. "You okay with me? That is childish." The day before she said that Tory Lanez hurt her, "I was effing on Megan Thee Stallion," waiting to say that that's on my next album.
Any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks, put a cell phone like that. Lady, if you put like water, put a cell phone like that. Fellas,
lights up.
Fellas, if you ain't in the parking lot, put your cell phone like that.
Let's be real about this shit.
Yeah, keep it real.
Some of y'all niggas suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
I'll get somebody out here $1 million if they can guess who in here. I got $1 million right now if you can guess who. 4 times, Stunner, who you think? Who? Put it back and open it.
I know who that is. I know who that is. Let's go.
And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, let's not forget 2021, when DaBaby got into even more hot water for making homophobic comments live on stage at Rolling Loud. What even was that? It sounded like some deep internal homophobia, honestly. After the backlash, he was dropped by multiple brands and labels, nearly ending his entire career. The only people who really stuck by him? Kanye West and 50 Cent, who still invited him to perform at their shows.
I got canceled. I had just met 50 a week before. He was supposed to say, "Get me the f away from that." He ain't do that. Look, when you're down, you find a goddamn brother. And when you're up, you find a fake ass friend.
Let's dive deeper into the Danny Lee situation, because it wasn't long after DaBaby started hanging out with Diddy that he called the cops on Danny Lee and had her removed from his house. What started as a lighthearted Instagram live quickly spiraled into a shocking and humiliating scene, where DaBaby referred to Danny Lee as a side piece and told her to leave his home with their 3-month-old child in her arms.
This ain't nothing new. This just me clearing the air, because she not about to tell this. I can show you. You begging me to stay here, shawty. This not.
Now you miss me, come back home, all this stuff. The fuck, I already left your ass.
You can see who cuckoo here and who not.
Because I'm talking.
But this is my thing. They did not make Shawty leave, and somebody need to come make Shawty leave.
No, I'm leaving.
Leave.
Don't worry. But guess what,
I'm
guys?
saying.
I'm trying to go to the house to get my baby's
Somebody
clothes.
need to make Shawty leave.
He's telling me I can't go to the house to get my baby's clothes because I only have 4 outfits for her. Because I want to leave. So stop showing me, Joe. You wanted to get on live to talk shit and put everybody in our business, trying to act like we haven't been together.
We haven't been together.
Okay, Jonathan. We haven't been together.
You don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on. Oh my God, this is so.
What I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh my God, how you gonna
This
go
is what
live
you dealing with.
in the room right
You
now?
dealing with a
right
real.
now,
Just not.
talking about
Hey, listen.
Like as if I'm not gonna come out here and talk.
I'm gonna let y'all see what's going on.
Naturally, the internet went off on him for that. Not just because he kicked Danny Lee out while she held their newborn daughter, but because he did it on live, humiliating her in front of the whole world. Here's what a few people had to say about it. He is so wrong for this. This could have been handled privately. Why did he feel the need to humiliate and disrespect the mother of his child on social media? Danny Lee, this was a blessing in disguise. A real man would never handle something like this in public. Another viewer said, he's gaslighting her. He knows calling her a side piece would hurt. That's why he said it. They were together, and now he wants to pretend they weren't? These men need help. After piling up all these controversies, some folks are starting to believe that DaBaby wasn't even in his right mind when he lashed out at Danny Lee, and it might have had everything to do with what he allegedly did to please Diddy. Some say that's why his career blew up so fast, but the moment regret started to creep in, he began acting out publicly, starting with those homophobic comments on stage. And that's when everything came crashing down. Fans even connected it back to Diddy's parties, saying, Diddy let him stay for the after party, where the freak-offs happened. The 15 people who stayed back are the real inner circle. DaBaby was allowed in because Diddy wanted to initiate him, with Jay-Z, Beyonce, and others who were still there. Everything is starting to fall into place. And to make it even clearer or messier, there was also a rumor that DaBaby and Young Miami were more than just friends. Word on the street is she may have set him up for a behind-the-scenes link-up with Diddy. Not so surprising when you realize DaBaby and Young Miami were close. Some say they used to be part of the same wild circle. One source even pointed out, DaBaby and Young Miami recently did a song together called I'm a Hoe Too. And just like that, dating rumors between the two started swirling again. But allegedly, it was just a marketing scheme. It's been chaotic with all these allegations flying around, and that's exactly why we want to hear from you. What do you think Danny Lee has on DaBaby? Could it be damaging enough to end his career once and for all? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that next video to dig deeper into the wild, unfiltered chaos behind the scenes in Hollywood.